Good morning. So it's about 7:30 in the morning, Friday, March 28th, and I am back down here in Florida, in Orlando, and I got in last night. My flight got delayed out of Belleville, Illinois, and so I didn't get in until here. For to be fair, I was scheduled to get in at like 11:30, and I didn't get in until like after 12:30, and finally got to the hotel around oh, I'd say close to 2, and got all checked in and stuff, and so I'm back. And let me show you here. You can see right here, Aventura Hotel. So I'm back at Aventura, and this is my view for the next 5 days, which I really don't care. Matter of fact, the guy when he was checking me in last night said, well, it looks like you got here like close to the elevator and on a high floor because you can put those like suggestions in or requests in when you're booking your room. And he says, so you're at the very end of the hallway and you're on the second floor. So I don't care. I really don't care. I just put those suggestions in because that's what I prefer. But if I don't get it, I don't really care because I'm hardly ever in my room. But anyway, you can see back here in Aventura. The last time I was down, I stayed at Cabana Bay. And although it's fine and everything, I much more prefer it here. I got my Netherworld shirt on today. Um, I like it here better. It's just quieter. It's more my speed. So I stayed here last night, but if you've watched the channel before, you know that I have that crazy brain where I have to have everything unpacked and in a certain spot and make my bed and but anyway, I am actually heading over to Sapphire Falls right now because I'm going to go get some breakfast at Ametista at the breakfast buffet. So the breakfast here at Aventura is fine, but it's just kind of like almost like a grab and go kind of thing. But they will make you like eggs and bacon and different stuff. But by the time you get done, like adding like what you want, for like another $5 or $10, you get a full buffet. You can get a variety of stuff. So I'm gonna head over there and start my day with some breakfast, and then I'm thinking I'm gonna hit the pool. It's supposed to be at Disney. It's supposed to be going to Disney right now. We're gonna go to Magic Kingdom, but I got in so late and got settled so late. But just because at home I get up so early, I'm like it's ingrained in me to get up at like 6 in the morning. So right now back home it's about 6:30, so I'm already up and cleaned up and ready to go. So I'm gonna go get some breakfast and then I'm thinking maybe a pool day. So see ya. So if you've never stayed at Aventura before, like the middle, there's a bank of elevators on each side here. So a lot of times if you get off on this elevator, you'll be a little discombobulated of which hall your room is. And a buddy of mine told me this trick. He's like, well, just look at the carpet and just remember if you're the blue, the pink, or the green side. Which makes sense. And then you get off the elevator, you just look on the ground, see where, so I'm in the red or the pink. So I know exactly, no matter what elevator I get out of, which one I'm supposed to go, so I don't look like an idiot trying to read all where the guest room signs are. So, thank you, Carter. Good tip. So you can see right when you walk out the doors here, shuttles off here to your right to go to the parks. And if you've never stayed here before, you can see that Sapphire Falls, you just walk past where the where the shuttle picks you up to go to the parks, City Walk and everything like that. There's a lot of people going. Just walk over here. It's right over there. And then, so here's Aventura right here. And that's Cabana Bay right across the street. Up here, somebody left their cleaning cart. They said, fuck this job, I'm out. Pretty cool waterfall. Love Sapphire Falls. So you can see here, we had a whole plethora of choices, and I got like 4 beverages, so you get a lot for your money over here. So I will be meeting all the fellas here tonight. I think everybody's coming, so everybody's in town for a good reason. I'll tell you here in a second. This lobby's kick ass. So when you're going from Sapphire Falls to Aventura, you walk through this hall here. This is where all the like meeting rooms are and everything. Let's see. There's several of them. So you just got this grand lobby here with more of the meeting spaces or event spaces or whatever. You just walk down that way. You walk out these doors and you're basically a couple steps away from Aventura. So the Volcano Bay Garden Walk is right through here too. And this takes you, instead of having to go to like the main parking garage and grab a bus, you just walk, and it's right down here around this corner and you're in Volcano Bay. Pink. All right, so the last time I came down was a really quick, like, impromptu trip to hang out with some buddies, and I used the Royal Rumble as a excuse to come down, just to get away from St. Louis for a while, because at the time there was like a foot of snow. It was cold. Like we were having like sub-zero temperature. I just had to get out. So this time, semi-planned. We've actually been talking about this for a while, me and the guys, and we were hoping it would come together, thinking that it could, but the likelihood maybe not. That I have a couple really good friends that work for Universal or Universal Creative or whatever it might be, and there's like 8 of us that are going on Saturday, tomorrow, to preview Epic, which I can't wait. There is no filming, there's no photography, so I won't take this camera. I likely won't take my phone, just because I don't want to put and risk anything, and also nobody wants to see spoilers, including myself. I've stayed away completely of seeing anything, so we're doing that. And then I'm coming down about a month from now for the NFL draft. I come down every year, and we hang out and we watch the first round of the draft, and then we have a fun weekend. Well, they're apparently getting ready to release soft opening tickets that you can try to get, so we're going to try to grab those too. And then I have personally opening weekend tickets for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of May for the grand opening. And my wife and I are staying at the Helios Hotel. We have reservations for that weekend too. So super fun. Yesterday they released express tickets that you could buy. And so I got them for the day that my wife's going, which is the 23rd, I believe. 23rd, I believe. So we'll have express for that day. Yeah, it was super expensive, but my wife doesn't go on like my little excursions very often. So I wanted to make sure that it was like as easy and convenient as possible, because then maybe she'll come more often. So, but I mean, I get it, and this is no big deal. You know, I have a good time regardless. But anyway, so there's a lot of cool epic things going on. My Disney pass expires right before I come back down for draft weekend, and I was going to go today, but it would have been too much, you know. So I want to go to Epic tomorrow. I want to do some. So Sunday, the next day, I want to do. That's the last day of Mardi Gras, and I was down here for the first day of Mardi Gras, and I didn't get to go. So I haven't gotten to check out any of the food booths, and there's some stuff that looks really cool. So I'm gonna go over Sunday. So that's Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, I'll probably stick around and maybe go to Disney. Maybe do something just to use my pass for last time. I got a lot of use out of the pass, and I enjoyed it. I'm not going to renew. The main reason I'm not going to renew is because my thinking is any trip that I'm going to be taking down here in the near future, I'm going to probably want to spend over at Epic. Which I think is reasonable. That's not to say anything bad about Disney. I enjoyed it. Had a great time. I'd still like to go. Maybe I'll sprinkle a couple of little trips in there. But I think Epic's going to kind of be the shiny new toy for a while. So we're going to do that. Also, when I come down for that draft trip, that Saturday we have tickets to go to that Volcano Bay Nights thing, where like they leave Volcano Bay open till like, I don't even know, maybe midnight or something. 10 o'clock? I don't remember. But so there's a few of us that are doing that too. Excuse me, sorry. So that's why I'm down here. I'm super excited. I know that I'm incredibly fortunate that I have such good friends that are taking me, and I'm going to follow all the rules and not do anything to jeopardize anything for them too. So no filming, no camera, just sit there and enjoy it with my eyes and take it all in and get ready for the next time. So that's why I'm here. So that's what's coming up. So spent few hours in the pool with several friends, and now heading to Strongwater for our evening festivities. So I didn't record anything in the pool because you know what, it's a fucking pool. So going to Strongwater. Don't know if I record anything there. Heading there now. So that's the thing. Oh, Puss in Boots, that's who that. Okay, it makes sense to me now. So I wasn't going to record anything here at Strongwater, but all of a sudden...
I'd have took offense to that shit. Cheers!
This fucking guy. This shit was... So we have moved on, and I had to get this. This is awesome. I've been up here a few times, but I don't think I've really filmed anything up here. It's awesome. Look, there's the volcano for Volcano Bay. And all of Cabana Bay and the slides. You can see, like way in the distance, you can see like Epcot. This is great. Huh? Okay. Beautiful. How pretty. Oh. Oh. Oh, look, here's the whole park right here. Dude, you can see the entire park.
See my house from here.
You can see your house from here.
Oh, perfect.
There you go. Oh,
It's beautiful up here.
it is. It's gorgeous.
This is
I
called
know
the
that.
golden hour. That means we've been drinking for a while and we all got to piss. Oh, no, also it's beauty shots with the sun. That's what it is. I also need another drink.
I actually do need to pee.
Let's go.
Let's go. Alright, so you can see Helios Hotel, like right there. That's where we're going to be tomorrow. You can see like part of the Monsters queue. I love it up here. This is great. And then there's a like fun spot over there when I drive and shit. Very cool. How cool that is.
Let's see, how's the bracket doing? How's y'all's brackets doing?
We got fireworks.
Maybe you're a firework.
What the hell is that? Goddamn thing. What is that? Is that Magic Kingdom? Magic Kingdom?
Yeah,
Good morning, friends. So it's the next day, and yesterday was our epic preview day, and I got back to the hotel, took a shower, got some dinner, fell immediately asleep. So I was probably asleep by 10:30 or so, 10:30, and it's now about 7:30. So I'm going to meet some friends for breakfast over at Amatista, and then maybe go over to the parks for a little bit. Today's the last day of Mardi Gras, and there's some food booths that looked really great that people were loving, so I wouldn't mind trying to do that. And my daughter texted me yesterday. She wanted me to pick her up a Minion. She wanted me to specifically Bob the Minion. So I'm gonna have to look out which one's Bob. But anyway, epic. Next level. I have zero. I have one negative thing about it. When you walk up and you see like the big portal, the main portal, and everything like that, unbelievable. And I mean, just the sight lines and like you can see the Helios Hotel, which I'm telling you right now, that I'm like as excited about Helios Hotel as Epic. So, but anyway, the very cool. So we started to our left and we bypassed the Mario or the Nintendo Land, and we went straight to Darkmoor. And just walking through there, unbelievable, so cool. It's going to be a very niche land. Like you're going to have to really be into like kind of the horror and the Universal monsters and stuff like that but unbelievable. The rides there were down for most of the day. You got to remember these are technical rehearsals, so things could go up, they could go down, they could not open for the entire day. So for instance, the Harry Potter ride wasn't open at all. Towards the end of the day, they said that we heard that they were running cast members through, like team members through. So it might open today. It's going to be a while for everything to be done. You could see like exposed wire, not exposed like hot wires, but like there's some landscaping stuff. There's still quite a bit to do, and I'm sure they'll have it all done. So, the Monsters ride was down the entire day. The Werewolf ride came up right at the end of the day with so it closed at 7. Technically, we were there until 8. But it came up for the last hour. So the land itself is amazing. They ended up opening the queue so that people could walk through the queue and see, and they said they're like, yeah, even the pre-show is running. So I'm kind of like, oh, that'd be cool. Holy crap, that was unreal. I mean, just unreal. Everybody's gonna be blown away by this. This is really, really great. I'm not putting any spoilers, I'm just gonna give you kind of my opinion, my thoughts of what I saw. So after we messed around there for a while, we went over to we went back to Nintendo, and it's not really my thing. Like, I've never really played the Nintendo games. My daughters did, the Mario Kart racing and all that good stuff. I will say that the Donkey Kong ride is a blast. The Minecart Madness, I think it's called. Complete blast. Really enjoyed that. The Mario Kart racing one, Bowser's Challenge, I believe. Fun. It's neat. Again, not really my thing. And then we did the Yoshi ride, which is basically a little kid people mover. So it doesn't last very long. You push some buttons. It's going to be great for little kids. So let me think here. Where else? Sorry. So after that, we went to lunch at the Oak and Star, which is the barbecue place. All the reviews there. So there was a total of 10 of us together, 2 groups of 5 yesterday, and we all ate together, and nobody had anything bad to say about the food at all. Not a bit. The food was good. The star of the show, maybe the mac and cheese. That banana pudding was, just everything was really good. And there's so many of us that we're just trying different things. I'd say kind of my least favorite thing was the brisket. It was a little bit dry, but it's still tasty. They had this sauce called a Kalui. Cool. I don't remember. I don't know. Some sort of sweeter kind of mango, but it was really good. I really liked it. So we did that. And then after that, we went. Oh boy, where did we go after that? Oh, we went to. Stopped and had some bar stuff and some drinks and stuff like that. And then we went to the Harry Potter land, the Ministry, Paris, I guess is what it is. And like I was saying, the ride was down the entire day, which we kind of knew going in. And we were hoping to be able to walk through the queue, but since they were cycling team members through it, it was an active ride, so we couldn't walk through the queue, which is fine. I'd like to save some stuff for when I come back. So, but the land itself, when you walk in, super impressive. Like you're walking into a city. Like it looked like a Parisian town. It was unreal. The scale and the scope of everything. Very, very, very cool. My only complaint there was that I by that time I was really needing water, and it was hard to find just a bottle of water. Like a lot of the places there are restaurants, and it was busy, so getting a bottle of water was a little rough. But I finally found some at the butterbeer cart, so no big deal. After that, we went and did Stardust Racers. By that point, I opted out of not riding it because I want to save some stuff to do when my wife comes and enjoy it and experience it with her. But the guys that did ride it were saying it was probably the best roller coaster in Orlando, which surprises me because we got a couple people that are just huge Velocicoaster and what's the other one over at SeaWorld? Manta? Might be, no, I don't remember. and they were basically like shitting on those compared to this. So so that was cool. Then we went to Isle of Burke, and I'm telling you right now, Isle of Burke is 1,000% hands down the coolest land, the most immersive land, the most detailed land in the entire place. I got to meet Toothless, which was cute. A buddy of mine, he had his kid with him, and it was the first time he ever met a character, and it was amazing the interaction that he was able to have with the dragon. It was very, very cool. I have a couple pictures. You couldn't take any video, you couldn't take any pictures or anything like that, and I wasn't about to risk anything to get trespassed for a year out of there, or like hurt my buddy's reputation there or anything like that. So I didn't do anything. Like my phone barely came. It came out to mobile order food. That was it. So, but anyway, so that was very cool. The Hiccups wing gliders came up later in the day. We chose not to ride it because like it was late and we wanted to do some shopping, and I did some shopping over in Darkmoor, and I bought the place out. Is so, I mean, and I'm not a merch person. Like you'll never really see me wearing like t-shirts or hats or things like that, and I got a lot. So very cool. And then we did some shopping and stuff like that afterwards, and called it. But unbelievable. I have nothing bad to say. I would say that once Monsters is fully up and running, that's going to be my favorite spot, that without a doubt. We walked through all the places. We went to the burning windmill thing, got a drink, and so good. So, but probably not as detailed or immersive as Isle of Burke, which is my second favorite. Then I'd say Potter, and then I'd say Nintendo Land. And I'm not shitting on Nintendo Land. It's just not for me. It's incredibly busy. And when I say busy, not people, with people too, but there's a lot going on. Like, it's like overload of like sight and sounds and shit happening and everything like that. And it's hard to kind of get your gauge on it. And I was jokingly referring to the place as Stairland because there's stairs everywhere. Even the rides, up, down, up, down. The one ride, the Mario Kart ride, insane the amount of stairs inside the ride. Like we're going up and down and up and down, and then all of a sudden we get in this big huge room, and it's just like never-ending staircase down to like the depths of hell. It was unbelievable. But then we got to ride the ride, and it was cool. So, not my favorite land, not my favorite thing. I did love the Donkey Kong ride, but just not my thing. But I'm sure people are going to love it. Super fun day. So glad I had the chance to go. Incredibly grateful to be I shouldn't have been there. Like that's, but I mean, my friends are like my brothers, and we were all able to get together and go. So, good time. So today, meeting some friends. Got another friend coming in from a little ways away, and might go over to the park with them for a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll try to put those pictures in here too. Like I only had 2, but I'll put them in here. Here we go. Successful breakfast. Now we're do a little Mardi Gras. It's about 9:45. So I don't know how long I'm gonna stay, just because I'm worn out from yesterday, but I'll give it a shot. So we are in. It's gonna be a busy ass day. Like it took a while just to get through the gate. Doesn't matter. I'm not really thinking about riding anything or anything like that. I just want to do some food boosts and take in the atmosphere, do a little shopping, and get the hell out of here as quick as possible.
Hey Ash, do you know what Gary's favorite place is here in Universal?
Munchkin Land?
Yeah, on the hunt for Bob. There's a couple Bobs there. There's not more Bobs over here. Yeah, send her some pictures and see which one she wants. There's Scooby and the gang, all dressed up in their Mardi Gras finest. There's Daphne. Hot! Old Betty Boop's out in front of the Born Spectacular, Stuntacular. Great show. This is the best show. So I didn't see either of the shows at Epic yesterday, but as of right now, this right here, best show in Orlando at a theme park.
Really good.
So it was like busy getting in the parks and like getting, but like it's dead in the streets, and the ride times don't look bad at all. I mean, not like I was planning on riding anything, but I don't know. Here's that tribute store. Is this still open, Ash? The tribute store?
Yeah, it's open.
I like the design of this shirt, but I can't do tie-dye. I'm way too old for tie-dye. I look like an asshole if I wear tie-dye. I hear ya. There's Homer and Marge. No Bart. That's alright, Homer's the goods anyway. Maryland's out. Everybody's out.
Yes. Lights, camera.
Oops, he almost dropped the thing. There we go. Operator error.
Right back with me. You don't want in on this? No? You don't want me to stop? Yes, I get intimidated too.
Art? Art? Art the Clown? Not yet. There's a kind of a cool view of Simpsons Land, like the Krusty ride and stuff. So I just pre-ordered a butterbeer and the butterbeer cream puff. So we're gonna head over there and pick that up right now. So and then after that, I want to go get some pinchos.
It's like 17 times.
So he just growled. No fire. I don't think he did it. So after our day at Epic yesterday, and we had a lot of food, we're getting back to our diets and like getting our steps in and everything like that. So I think we're pretty much ready to.
We're gonna take it light.
Yeah, just
Some light, airy food.
don't mind this other one.
That's the one that was quote unquote extra sticky.
All right, that butterbeer puff is pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. I see the hype. I agree with the hype. I liked it. So now we're gonna go check for some pinchos. So this night show opened, I guess, last summer, maybe, and then they shut it down for Halloween Horror Nights, and it hasn't been running since. It looks like they're getting it set up and ready to go again. I have not been able to see this yet, and I really do. It's kind of cool seeing all this though. They have the water low so they can work on it. It's kind of cool.
Leaving me alone all night. He's got another thing coming, y'all. It's time to show him how to do it right. Come on, do it right. Do it right. Do it right. Let's go. Oh, come on, twist it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. hit it.
Where you at, Sean? Where'd you go, Tuck? I'm here. It's kind of bullshit. I'm here for one thing and one thing only. Give me all your pinchos. Pinchos acquired. All right, let's see. Oh, damn. Yep, putting this down. Holy cow. That was a fun day. So it's, let's see here. It is 1:30. So that was a fun morning, early afternoon with friends. I'm toast. I'm heading back to the room and I'm going to get horizontal until tomorrow. That's my game plan. Red.